everybody. It's Terrific Thursday. It's kind of I did send some great slides, and we're going to go over those today. But it's going to be where your thoughts are your words count. So if we change the way we think, we change the way we talk, and when we change the way we talk, we change the way we act. And then guess what? It changes your reality of what's going on too, when you can cancel out the negatives. And faith is everything because it's the glue. Tiffany, have you got the first slide? This is this was my yesterday. Every setback is a chance to recalibrate your journey and emerge stronger than before. And I was talking with one of my clients because in our history or our tool, in the toolbox, we learn to help ourselves from either events or scar tissues from our past. And it's okay to have a setback, or it's okay to rehash something. But the good news is as you learn to love yourself, it makes the setbacks and the chance to recalibrate to move forward on your journey. So don't ever get discouraged with a setback. The next one, Tiffany. This is probably one of the wonderful things that I was taught very early on in my studies back in the late 70s about this example right here: the great power in constantly being grateful. It takes your mind away from the lack, it enriches your heart, and it fills your soul. It connects you to your spirit, it gives life more beauty, and it gives you hope. Look for what's right in your life and notice how blessed you already are. And that's the key thing here of looking for what's right in your life. That is so important because it's easy to look for what's wrong or criticize. So the most important thing here is let's look for what's right about ourselves, about a situation, before we can get into tearing it apart on the negative. Next slide, Tiffany. And this gets back to, and this is another great thing about, because I don't think in our youth or in our kindergarten, first grade, elementary school that they teach us to love ourselves. I've said that before, but also too about being grateful and focusing on your mind, your heart, and your soul. So gratitude shifts your mind. Journaling can help you clear your mind when you write it down and you look at it, maybe analyze it, and turn it, look for how it can help you get to the positive. Getting out in nature soothes your soul. I always tell people to keep music around you, and that's also the frequency. And that also is so beneficial when you can raise your frequency. Silence strengthens your thoughts. And I just was talking with my one friend, and she said, oh, it annoys her when things are too silent. But you know what? If you give yourself a little bit of that silence, it's almost like taking medicine. But remember, it's filling that silence with love and gratitude. And loving yourself is a positive thing so that you can be the best of the best. Deep breathing calms your heart. When you're stressed out, did you ever find yourself taking that deep breath and it makes you feel a little bit better? Yes, absolutely. Creativity awakens your energy. Creative words, thoughts, power of the pen. Um, it definitely helps you, whether you're not artistic or not. It's the creativity of maybe with words, actions, or deeds. That's creation too. Connection nurtures your heart. Having that connection with people, places, and things. People, places, and things. Rest restores your clarity. And think about it, when you don't have the proper rest, you can't really process or really find that inner balance when you're not rested. Learning expands your vision. I want to learn something today that I didn't know yesterday. That's my motto. Smiling brightens your mind. Think about that. If you're sad or you're depressed or you're just laissez faire, it's it's a whole different projection of how you feel about yourself or how you are even interacting too. Smiling brightens your mind, and that's the truth. Nothing like a great smile from someone. You can walk down the street and not know that person, and you smile at them and they smile back. That's a blessing. Walking balances your energy, and water refreshes your mind. Letting go frees your spirit. Uh, yesterday was kind of a wonky day, energy wise, thought wise for me, and rebalancing. And that's the great thing about learning some of the skill set that we've been talking about. Nothing's perfect, and I'm certainly not perfect. There's nothing that's perfect except for God. That's the only thing I know. And letting go the sometimes the thoughts that bring up uh, past hurt feelings or a situation or an event, and learning to process that again till we get it right. Next slide, Tiffany. Mm, I love this because this is pretty much what I was talking about. Uh, that we're all not, there's no such thing as perfect. The hardest battles aren't physical, they're mental. And boy, that's the truth. You always win in the mind first. It's like straightening out your thoughts, looking for the good, canceling the negative the next time. And that is how you release yourself when you're in a frustrating situation or it's negative. Okay, well, the next time I'll do it this way, or the next time I'll say it that way, or the next time I won't be let it upset me the next time. So it's how you deal with your mind and your thoughts, and the input will help the output. The next slide, Tiffany. You always have to remind yourself this thought. And of course, that comes from our heart thoughts, um, and also the game of life and how to play it. They don't teach you this in school. That you're a unique, beautiful soul, and you deserve to be loved every which way, shape, and form. Next one, Tiffany. I bombarded this girl yesterday. I love this because this was my mantra yesterday. I don't fix my problems, I fix my thinking. And whether you're the teacher or whether you're the student, this applies. I fix my thinking, then problems fix themselves. And we all have a journey and we all have a story. And at some conjuncture, I will tell my story and you'll see how I had to work through or learn that it was a blessing to have these teachers come into my life just at the perfect time and teach me some wonderful tools in my toolbox, which I will share with you. And you can build your own toolboxes as well. Next slide, Tiffany, if we have another one. Now, this we're going to take apart over the next several weeks, maybe even a couple months, because this is life. This is the circle of life or concerns. And look at all the outer of what you deal with. This is just the outer things that kind of affect where we get into the part of the influence of where you are in your mind and what you can control right in the center. So if you can take a screenshot of the circle, and I don't know if I have that readily um, available here, but I do know that I guess I don't have it where I had a bigger thing. But when you can focus in on all these different issues that would be affecting you, they that's the outer part of it, the day-to-day stuff, and how you process it is the influence. So positive gets positive, negative gets negative. If it's negative, how can I turn it to a positive? Is it a lesson or is it a blessing? Remember, some of our greatest lessons turn to our greatest blessings. Okay, and the next one, Tiffany. Boy, this is what saved me yesterday because faith is everything, really. When you're dealing with the ups and the downs and the ins and the outs and that circle we were just talking about, and you're dealing with different issues, it all boils down to your faith. And if it's the size of a mustard seed, it's enough for God to step in and show you. And I have to tell you that I've had miracle after miracle of how God has stepped in miraculous ways. So you can't lose your faith. Faith starts with God, faith also in yourself. Because remember, you're an extension. We're all the divine spark. Remember, when conception happens, there's a divine spark that's God. And we are all part of that cycle of life of that spark. Have we always had easy, chapters? No. But by the same token, too, we have people, places, and things that can intercede, that enhance our life, teach us, help us, uplift us at some conjuncture. Um, so know that faith can move mountains. I know that. And even when things don't look so hunky dory, having faith, and then, boy, it's really amazing how a window or a door open. The next slide, please. Let's see what's going on. While we're waiting for that, I have my Game of Life cards here. And I always love these here because they give us definitely what we need to learn and grow. Every plan my Father in heaven has not planned shall be dissolved and dissipated. In other words, if it's not for my greatest and highest good. And the divine idea now comes to pass. Everything I do is by choice. And you have to realize too, and you can do a screenshot of this as well too. It's what you think, what you say, and weighing out good for me, not good for me, healthy for me, not healthy for me. I wish that they would teach children that as they're growing up, of making healthy choices, or even to the part where, learning new things of, is this right or is this wrong? Is this up? Is it down? Good for me? Not good for me. It would be much healthier. So everything I do is by choice. And I choose to do it. Not that there's no have tos. You choose to do it. Um, when you have to get into have tos, it's usually something that is going to be a cruncher. Okay, you have choices. You can choose to do it or choose not to do it, but you don't have to do it. You don't have to pay your taxes. You don't have to put gas in your car. You know, there are no have tos. There's only choose to or choices. You choose to pay your taxes so that you don't get an interest charge. You choose to put gas in your car because you need to get from point A to point B and have it work. You choose to go to the grocery store to have nutrition, to feed yourself or your family. So it's all about choices. It's not about have tos. There are no have tos. And catch yourself when you're saying have to. There's a choice. Yes or no. Next slide, Tiffany. And this is all from the book Heart Thoughts. Uh, that last one and the one coming up, I believe, too. It's important to feed your heart, your mind, and your soul. We get caught up in the day to day stuff of what's happening, or, you know, with our families or with our jobs or stuff like that. But it's important to feed your soul, your heart, and your mind. Learning to more positive ways so much better than kicking, screaming, and being negative. Does that make sense? It does. Does it take a concerted effort to go from a negative person to a positive person? Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's get another game of life card here. And divine love floods my consciousness with health, and every cell in my body is filled with light. Every cell in my body is filled with light. That's a great thing. And I also got for as we move forward to, uh, and this is the perfect slide for what we're talking about. It's right on point. It's only thought, and a thought can be changed. You know, I'll be talking with my husband or my daughter or whatever. We'll be talking about a variety of subjects, and I'll say something. I go, I cancel. I want to erase that. I want to restate that. When I realize that I don't want the negativity of what I just said, or that it wasn't in maybe in a positive outcome. So let's cancel that and restate it. So it's only a thought, and a thought can be changed. So a negative thought can be changed to a positive outcome when you cancel it, restate it, have faith, pray about it. You know, that works. And miracles happen to when you believe and you have faith and you change that thought. Well, can't happen, or uh, they so and so said it can't happen. Well, who are they? Do they have more power than God? I don't think so. Faith can move mountains. It can, and if it's to be, it's up to me, as Robert Schuller had said. If it's to be, it's up to me. Faith can move mountains. It can. Next slide, Tiffany. And while we're waiting for it to upload, I desire is mine. I cannot lose it. If it's not given to me, then give me the equivalent. And that's just what we were talking about. If it's not this, then give me the equivalent. If it's better than that or even more than that, thank you, God. I'll I'll accept the equivalent or better. Infinite Spirit, open the way for great abundance for me. I'm an irresistible magnet for all that belongs to me by divine right. That's one of my favorites. And you can say this as you're driving along. I'm an irresistible magnet for that, my highest and greatest good. Whatever particular situation or problem that you're working on, call on Infinite Spirit. Help me, show me. Yes, that works. Absolutely. And I also have got for us throughout our session today a brand new deck of Archangel Michael cards. I create a wonderful future now. And this is a very powerful, and like I said too, you can screenshot these. Your current thinking shapes your future. So true. Thoughts are things, and they manifest. So if you're into gloom and doom, and that's where your thought process is, I promise you that's exactly what you're welcoming into your pathway. Cancel it, restate it, erase it, cancel out of the ether, restate the positive. I catch myself all the time. Cancel that, or I've said it to my family. When that's something they'll make a statement, oh, you better cancel that. You don't want to manifest that. So thoughts are things, and you can create and change the outcome. A, through your words. B, with faith. And then C, celebrate it. Next one, Tiffany. Oh, we're done. Good. All right. Archangel Michael cards. And that's what we're going to focus on today. And we're going to make sure that we uh, have in the chat here. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, let's see. There we go. Oh, hello, everybody. I can see you now. Thank you for being patient with me. It does not surprise me that we had a little hiccups today. Um, Yesterday was a challenge, and I could either buy into the challenges or I could have prayed my way through it, and that's exactly what I did. So I see here Lily. Is that Lily? Hello, Lily. Lily wants a message, and I'm going to use Archangel Michael to see what kind of message I have for you today. Ah, I'm going to do three. So I got my first one here. This is for Lily. Oh, gosh, I love it. God is good. All right. Lily, here's your message. The first one I got right off the bat, self-respect. I love this card. And it says, Dear God and angels, thank you for helping me see myself as you see me through the eyes of love. Thank you for honoring and respecting me. Please guide me to do the same for myself and grant me the courage to speak up on my own behalf. This is what we've been talking about. To thy own self be true. If self-respect starts with you, and to be treated fairly, uh, you have to love yourself and respect yourself. Okay. The second card was be happy. Decide to be happy now. Thoughts are things. What you think is what you get. So, are you expecting a positive outcome? Are you expecting gloom and doom? Expecting things not to go right, or saying, "Oh, that's not going to happen"? That's not true. Let it go. Let go. Let God. So, thank you for helping me on my way to heart, to happiness, joy, and bliss. I like that. And the third card is make a commitment. And that's really, really important is when you give it to God or you give it in prayer, you have to be committed to the letting it work out. You might not get an instant gratification or instant answer, but it's in the works. So I leave you with that. Hey, Kathy, I see you. Thank you. And Kathy wants a message, which I'm happy to do. Great, Lily. I'm glad that that manifests there for you, hon. That's absolutely awesome. All right, Kathy, let's see what we got for you in these beautiful Archangel Michael cards. Brand spanking new out of the box, so they're kind of, I got to really kind of separate them. So we got one. Let me mix these up here. I love a fresh deck, but I got to make sure they don't stick together here too. And we're going to get a number 3. Here it comes. Ooh, well, 2 stuck together, so they're coming. All right, let's see what we got here. So admit the truth to yourself and act accordingly. You know, it is what it is. Now, if it's, if you need to stand and say, good for me, not good for me, healthy for me, not healthy for me. So this is for you, Kathy, okay? Romance angels. And I love when I get this card because this is about twofold. I always tell people, love yourself first. And if you have love in your life, and make sure that it's healthy and that it's on your non-negotiable list, which will go over what non-negotiable lists are. But this is a very good card about love, and this starts with you. This card I absolutely love in Archangel Michael. You see the artist here? What are you creating? How do you want the outcome? How do you want the future? What are you working on now? You see it's creating. And it says here, thank you for letting me lean on your strength and reminding me of my personal power. Please guide me to manifest and heal according to divine will, creating peace and blessings for everyone involved. I love this card. It's a very powerful card to get. And then, because these stuck together, because it's a brand new deck, your life's purpose. Look at that card, how beautiful that is here. So, what do you want the future in the next 3 months? In the next 3 months is to plan and put your words out there and set your goals. And then I have this card, which was attached to that card. And this is like something that you are concerned with or a situation or whatever. It's already resolved. It may not have presented itself right at this moment, but it's right around the corner and it will work out to be to your benefit. Okay, that is for you, Kathy. Alrighty. Richard, hello. Are you there, Richard? I'm going to give you an Archangel Michael card as well, too. I don't know if you're still here or if you're on your way to work or what, but let's see what we get. Well, 2 came out. We'll take it. And um, it's going to be this way until these get really broken in. But hey, we'll take it. We got 4 here. So this is for you, Richard. And I know this about you because I've done your chart, though, too, because uh, as committed as you are in all areas, okay, I know that you're sensitive and people don't really know how you really can impact people, places, and things, or words, actions, and deeds. So this is Archangel Michael say, I ask you to protect you and your loved ones, your vehicle, your home, with your powerful shield. Surround it in this purple light, which allows pure love to penetrate. Please stay with me, Archangel Michael, day and night, and keep my loved ones and me safe. So this is a beautiful card to shield yourself and put that protection around you. Words, actions, deeds. The next one is keep your sense of humor. I love that. That's the best part about living life is that you got to be able to laugh and be able to take things lightly and not let it devastate you. Okay. So that says, thank you for helping me see the humor in situations. I lovingly laugh at human nature. I'm willing to view my experience in new light in order to attract love and healing energies. And then we have your home is protected by angels. I always love seeing this card come up because that's what we want to do is the light of God surrounds my house. I use that term for almost everything. The love of God enfolds my house. The power of God protects my house. And the presence of God watches over my house. Wherever my house is, God is, and all is well. And I use that when I do my readings. I say that prayer: the light of God surrounds me, the love of God enfolds me, the power of God protects me, and the presence of God watches over me wherever I am. God is, and all is well. It's a beautiful prayer. And last but not least, Richard, you're on the right path. So look at Archangel Michael holding you by the hand here, and it says, I call upon you now. Thank you for giving me loud and clear guidance. And I easily understand. Thank you for motivating me and filling me with the courage and confidence to make helpful life changes. That is beautiful. All right. Have I missed anything here? Let's see. Richard. This this computer. I can't wait to get a new one. I'm manifesting it. Believe me, folks. Mm. Ruth, how about a message for Ruth with Archangel Michael? And Laura is watching as well. That's great. So let's do Ruth, and then I'll do Laura. All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Ruth. All right. Here we go. I want to make sure I get these turned around here. Okay. All right. Let's see. One, two, three. All right. Ruth, look at this. New beginnings and a fresh start. So whether it's a project or whether it's something that you're doing around your house, this is great. Or it could be in a relationship too. Thank you for bringing me opportunities and offering support and for helping me release and heal my past. New beginnings, fresh start. Fill me with trust as I experience these life changes. Then you got detached from a situation. There's some things that we just need to kind of just close the book, end the chapter, um, and work through that feeling of good for me, not good for me, healthy for me, not healthy for me. Works every time when you need to work on if it's something that you need to keep or let go. Archangel Michael, I ask you to use your flaming sword to cut any attachment to fear or drama so that I may be centered in the knowingness that peace is everywhere within me and in this situation. Powerful card. Very powerful card. You can use that on a daily basis with things that come up. And the third card is admitting the truth to yourself and acting accordingly. Um, this is like kind of like if you've been on the fence or you been kind of mulling over a situation or a task or a person, place, or thing. Um, it's time to make the decision, act accordingly. So admit the truth to yourself. So I appreciate your support in helping me face my feelings with grace and acceptance so that I can be lovingly honest with myself and others. And I thank you, Archangel Michael, for giving me courage and strength. And I have Laura. I see Samir. Hold on, and I'll get you in a minute, Samir. All right, Laura, let's see. Archangel Michael, what do I need to tell Laura? Oops. Well, that's wow. Now that's power. I'll tell you what. Excuse me. They're fresh, new, and slippery. Yes, indeedy. Oh, they have a lot of energy. That's for sure. Because that doesn't happen often. But when it does, everything has a meaning. Everything. Yes. All right, and the last one. See, Laura, you got a lot of energy coming out now. All right. I love this one. Keep your sense of humor. So if something's coming at you or whatever, and you just gotta laugh it off. Thank you for helping me see the humor in a situation so I can lovingly laugh at human nature. I'm willing to view my experience in a new light in order to attract love and healing energy. I love it. Another one is too is, and I know this because of the work you do and the work I do, it's important to do that protection or shield yourself. Um, so this is very important. Archangel Michael, I ask you to protect me now and my loved ones, your vehicle, your home, and with your powerful shield, surround you in the purple light, which allows only pure love to penetrate. Please stay with me day and night and keep my loved ones safe. Yes, indeedy. That's beautiful. And last but not least, what is it that you need to detach from? Okay. And it's the it's not that it's negative, but if it doesn't serve you well, it's best to move on. So it says, Archangel Michael, I ask you to use your flaming sword to cut any attachment to drama so that I may be centered in the knowingness and peace is everywhere within me. And the situation, when you put God in charge, I don't know who has more power than God, really, in my opinion. All righty. Samir, I have not forgotten you. You're welcome, Richard. All right. Well, they're getting a little bit more separated. Well, not really, but we'll see what we can do here, Samir. But I know we're going to get the perfect cards anyway at the perfect time. One, two, and let's see, three. All right. This is always good because what I've been seeing, and it keeps coming across my either my phone or I'll pick up something that I'm reading about getting outdoors and doing some in the sunlight and doing some grounding. Um, because that connection of just kind of recharging one's body. And I took a class in quantum touch, And part of the process with doing the healing classes was doing the grounding work and getting connected to Mother Earth. So this is a very powerful one. It's also good for energizing oneself. Ah, and here we go, Samir. Make a commitment of something maybe that you've been pondering, or uh, something that you really need to be all in. And that's what I'm picking up. Archangel Michael, as the angel of courage and confidence, I call upon you to lend me your strength and allow me to commit myself, my life, and my divine purpose. Please clearly guide me so I can fully open my heart to every experience. And this is one of my favorite cards because I know that this is true. Prayer helps with this situation, but prayer helps with every situation, really. Um, so, dear God and Archangel Michael, and anyone else you pray for, such as Jesus, I ask for divine intervention and describe whatever you want or what you're working on. I welcome your help. I trust and follow your guidance with gratitude and grace. I need a miracle, and I ask that you send one to me in this situation quickly. Thank you and amen. That doesn't get better than that. But an answered prayer is a beautiful thing. Um, a lot of times, uh, when I'm working on something and I want to give it to God, I'll write it out and I'll put it on the refrigerator. And I gave it to God, and it's amazing. As you walk past that, and you thank God, and you certainly um, put the intention there. That's everything, because God listens and He hears. He hears. Now, have I gotten everybody? I hope. Richard, Samir. How about Tiffany? How about doing one for Tiffany? Archangel Michael. All right, here we go. For Tiffany, Archangel Michael. 2, 3. Well, I can't think of a better card for this girl because she's probably the most creative, unique person I know. Um, Heart, mind, and soul. You can't beat her. She's just the bomb diggity. This is use your imagination and you'll see the answer, because this is a creativity card. This woman can create absolutely phenomenal stuff, and she's a healer. She's an inspirer. She's a reader. She's the best. So it says here, use your imagination. You'll see the answer. Look at that. So what you're putting out there, or what you're working on next in your next project. Dear God, thank you for granting me the wisdom and creativity, which she does have, to see miracles in new and unexpected ways. I gratefully and gracefully accept and appreciate your help and describe whatever it is that you want an answer on. I love that. Michael. Um, there's also something that you need to let go or detach from. I don't know if it's a person, place, or thing, but Archangel Michael says, I ask you to use your flaming sword to cut any attachment to fear, drama, or that I may be centered in the knowingness that peace is everywhere within me in this situation. And of course, this is your middle name. So this is a reminder that Spirit knows you, Archangel Michael knows you, the universe knows you. Decide to be happy now. I don't know of another person that exudes the most beautiful energy that you have every time I spoke to you. So thank you for helping me open my way and heart to happiness, joy, and bliss. And I'm now willing to see all the goodness in my life. Now, if we have, I think, a few minutes here left, if somebody wants to give me three numbers, we'll look up that angel message with three numbers, or up to three numbers. You can do two numbers if you want. And we'll see here. I think I got Ruth and Lord. Did I miss anybody? I got Lily. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Oh, God, that's great, Ruth. Good luck on your move. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you for the confirmation. I appreciate it. Makes the work, the spiritual work I do, so grateful. I love you too, Ruth. Melissa, I missed you. Let me see, honey. I'm sorry. I just saw that now. So let me do your angel cards here. Archangel Michael. He's my guy. The protector. One, two. Archangel Michael. Melissa. Yes. All right. First card. Self-respect. Very important. Before you can love, respect, give to anybody, place, or thing, it starts with you. So, dear God and angels, thank you for helping me, myself as you see me through the eyes of love. Thank you for honoring and respecting me. Please guide me to do the same for myself and grant me the courage to speak up on my own behalf. I ask for your protection in all my relationships so that I am surrounded by loving and kind people. You certainly deserve that, Melissa, for sure. Also, protect yourself. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me wherever I am. God is, and all is well needs to be your prayer. And use your imagination and your inner guidance to see the answer. Use your imagination to see the perfect outcome. Okay. I see Richard's got a 535, and let's see what we get for a 535. Okay, I'm getting there. There we go. You keep your entire focus centered upon prayers and spirituality as you venture into the new areas of your life. That's for you, Richard. And Ruth is 323. Isn't that amazing? I have the bookmark right on that page, Ruth. 323. You're pure and almost childlike. Faith is strong. The help of powerful and loving ascended masters who are by your side at this moment. They are ready to help you with your prayers. And Patty, 422. That sounds like a good. Okay. There's a strong message from the angels asking you to trust, believe, and have faith that your prayers are being answered because they are. Look and receive, definitely. Anyone else with an angel message? Did I miss anybody? All right. You're welcome, Melissa. Yep, you are definitely a light. Okay, I am going to say 321. Give any concerns to the ascended masters, such as saints, Jesus, Buddha, and so forth, and they will replace your fears with faith. Well, thank you, because I needed that yesterday for patience. Patience was my test yesterday. Hopefully, I pass with flying colors. Okay. Um, I think that this has been a challenging computer day for me today, and God bless Tiffany and her patience. Um, but have a beautiful week. I can't wait to see you next Thursday.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show.